We give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rekwak Dash. Of honors to the apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the four corners of earth, which is truth and sincerity. Look at this clip right here of Washington, D.C. being destroyed. Look at this, y'all, Sharala. Look at this. All right, the name of this article that I retrieved, The Fall of the West and Why the World's Economic Future Belongs to China, Russia, India, and Iran. Shit, yeah, all right. You think so? Nah, this is it. This is Psalms 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? So why they imagine a vain thing, thinking the brick nation is going to be next in power? Once Babylon, which is America, be destroyed, that is it, right? We got next. Okay, Israel got next. So when you jump to Psalms 2, verse 8, it said, Acts of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance in the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession. So the heathen is going to be our possession. Once America be destroyed, right? These heathens going to be our possession, right? 11. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest be angry, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. And that's what we do. We put our trust in Yahweh Shem Yashai. His words is not going to go null and void, right? If America, he said America is going to be destroyed, which is Babylon is going to be destroyed, right? But everything's going to happen in its own time, right? So let's read maybe like two paragraphs from this article. And you know how we do best. We're going to go into the scriptures, right? Introduction. This one chart explains what's happening in the world today as the collapse of the West, which is America, accelerates. So it is accelerating because 1,300 stores are closing across in U.S. in 2024, right? Stores like Target, stores like Rite Aid, stores like CVS, um, stores like Walmart, right? These stores are going to be closing in 2024, right? They're already thinking about uh, coming with another snake poison, I should say. Y'all know what I'm talking. I'm talking in codes. They said it's going to be more worse than the first, right? It's going to be more worse than the first. So, hey, buck up, buck up. It's going to be a rough ride, right? But as you see in Psalms 2, verse 12, it said, Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. So we put our trust in Yahweh Shemashah. So we're not worrying about nothing, right? Because we know we have the true power, which is Yahweh Shemashah. All right. So going back to this article, it said this one chart explains what's happening in the world today as the collapse of the West, which is America, accelerates. Right. I just give you a small example how 1,300 stores is going to be closing in America. This place is done. But for the Lama, I interviewed this extraordinary author today, and the interview is linked and embedded below. His rigorous data-driven analysis achieves mind-boggling conclusion about the direction of the economic, military, industrial power across our world. As the inescapable conclusion is that the West is finished, obsolete. The dollar will die, and it's dying. To our gas price high, inflation, right? My lady and my daughter went to to get hair supplies. Them little things that they got, she said was almost $100 for hair supplies. which something probably would have cost altogether maybe 20 or 30 back in the days, but now it's $100. Yo, dang, just crazy. It's high. Everything is high, man. That's what you call inflation. We even hit hyperinflation, right? The dollar will die. It's dying. Western Europe will suffer economic and industrial collapse. It has already begun. And any nation foolish enough to cling to the dying corpse of the U.S. empire, Taiwan, Yasharala, Australia, Japan, etc., will suffer devastating losses in economic, industrial, military, culture, and geopolitical power. This is this is a can't miss interview that gives you a suddenly clear perception of what's happening in the world. With this knowledge, you can decode the wars, sanctioned, and political games playing out in front of us all, right? And we go down here. It says punishing national suicide. Well, those nations that are afraid to produce as U.S. energy rapidly eclipsing the West. But anyway, so U.S. is falling. We see it. And the world's notice, right? The world notice. This is all, I'm going to get some inserts, some precepts out of Obadiah chapter 1. Obadiah chapter 1. I'm going to get straight to the point. Verse 6. You know, this is a little powerful. It's a small book, but it's powerful. And the word Obadiah means the servant of Yahweh. Obadiah means servant of Yahweh. Obadiah 1 verse 6. How are things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy has brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. Right? They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Right? Yeah. So like this article right here, like this BRIC nation, right? Russia, China, India, Iran, India, the BRIC nation, they don't want nothing to do with you. A lot of them drop their bonds and treasury, right? A lot of them drop the US dollar because they could buy oil with their own currency because their currency is strong. They have gold back in their currency. United States dollar don't have no gold or silver back in the US dollar. That's why when you see the US dollar, it said legal tender note. It's really our IOU paper. United States dollar is really monopoly money, right? In the future, you could make fire out of that, or you could wipe your ass out of the US dollar. $1 is equivalent to 5 cents, right? That's why when you go to the stores, you can't hardly get nothing for $20, right? I mean, back in the days, in $20, when I used to shop with my mother, man, you get like a bag and a half. You get like a bag and a half with $20. Man, with $20, you can probably get like 2 big bags of chips, right? Maybe or 3 or 4 the most. But guess what? You're paying for air. You're paying for air when you're buying these chips, right? The bags is the same size, but when you open the bag, it's nothing but potato chip air hitting your nostril. And most of the chips is right at the bottom. And you lucky you get big chips, right? They put the big chips on the top and the little chips in the bottom, right? This fucking devil, man. He is the devil that the Bible speak of, man. He gotta go. But anyway, where am I? Obadiah 7. Obadiah 7. Did I finish reading the whole thing? It said, the men that were at peace with thee has deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. You know, like China used to do all the they used to produce a lot of things for US, right? Yeah, they used to produce a lot of things and they got rich off the United States, man, and then among other countries. Excuse me. 8. Shall I not in that day, says Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and they're standing out of the mount of Esau, right? Um, and you got to pay. Going to verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day, verse 11, in the day thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces and foreigners into his gate, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. That's right. Because when we got captured by the Babylonians, you just stood aside and just watch them get captured, and you helped them. It's like, oh look, and you were snitching at that time, man. So you got to pay. You got to pay for that, man. You was on the other side watching as the Babylonians, uh, captured us and so on and destroyed us, right? And you probably was on the side clapping your hands, right? But your time is coming. Your time is coming. Now, when you go to verse 18, Obadiah 18, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire. Jacob represent Judah, Benjamite, and Levite, which are the southern kingdom. In the house of Joseph, a flame, which Joseph represent the northern kingdom. In the house of Esau, for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of E. For Yahweh has spoken it. There we go. Yahweh has spoken it, man. This dude's going to be destroyed. Your time is coming, but the prophecies got to be fulfilled. They got to come into fruition, which is the fall of Babylon, which is America, right? World War III, and the MOTB. We almost there, Yasharala. We almost there. This is Ezekiel 28, 5 through 7. Ezekiel 28, 5 through 7. It said, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, right? And thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. That's right. That you have a lot of, uh, you got rich through your drugs, through your cars, through your clothes, and the list goes on, right? Therefore, thus says Yahweh power, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, right? Like Russia, China, India, North Korea, right? And anyone that have nuclear capability, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. That's right. So all these nations are going to come against you, right? This is the last one. Ezekiel 30, 11 through 12. Ezekiel 30, 11 through 12. He and his people with him, the terrible of nations, right, shall be brought to destroy the land. What land is that? America. And they shall draw their swords against Egypt, America, and fill the land with slain. So it's going to be a lot of dead body in this place, man. And I will make the rivers dry and sell their land into the hand of the wicked. And I will make the land waste and all that is therein. by the hand of strangers. I, Yahweh. Yahweh has spoken it. Yeah, Yahweh has spoken it, man. And the scripture said his word should not what? Go null and void. He said, now he's not a man that should lie, right? So, hey, the fall of the West, man, it's a beautiful thing to see, right? Like wacky tacky Christians, they don't want to see news like that, but we do because we are in the light. We're not in darkness. So this what fuel us up. This what uplift our spirit, seeing news like this, because we want this place to be destroyed, and we want the kingdom, man. We want to be there with Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. We waited for our Redeemer. We need redemption. We need redemption. This place is hell. This place, America, is hell, man. Please, Yahweh, come and redeem us, man. Right? Destroy this damn devil. Right? Malawaf Abal. Right? So we see you on the next video. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Bakwak, Gosh, Malawaf, America, Malawaf, 2/3, Malawaf, these heathens, right? And Malawaf, these alphabet groups. Shalom. See you on the next video.